one of the very unusual parts of the Haggadah is a command that we're given to see ourselves as though we left Egypt. Chol dor vador chayv adam lerot et atzmo kehilu hu yatsa Mitzrayim. Everyone has to see themselves as they sit at their Pesach Seder as though they left Egypt themselves. Now, I've never been to Egypt. I don't know if you have. I mean, I've been to Israel, of course, and Jordan, and even the Sinai Desert, but I've never been to Egypt itself. Why exactly does the Haggadah tell us to see ourselves as though we were in Egypt and feel as though we were taken out? There's many answers to this fabulous question. I'd like to give you just a few of them. Rashi, Rav Shlomo Yitzchaki, the famous commentator from Troy, France, he gives the following answer and says, well, although you didn't leave Egypt, your ancestors did. That means your great-great-great-great-grandfather and your great-great-great-grandmother were slaves in Egypt and they were taken out. Had they not been taken out, you would still be there. So at Pesach night, we sit together with family and friends and we feel as though we leave Egypt because had our ancestors not left, we would still be there and would not have become the Jewish people. And that's Rashi's answer. Maimonides, the Rambam, gives a different answer. He changed the word lirot to see to laharot, which means to be seen. And he says that we should see ourselves, let ourselves be seen as though we're leaving Egypt. What does that mean? As though we were part of the original exodus from Egypt. We should feel it and we should act it out. And that's what we do. We lean, we eat the same matzah they ate, we drink wine to celebrate it as well. And many people have various customs as well, jumping over water, holding the matzah over our heads, and to dress up and to live out the experience and talk about it and discuss it and feel as though we ourselves were in Egypt and left. And by the end of the evening, we feel a certain relief that we went through the whole evening and we've reenacted and relived the entire process. However, I'd like to show you one final one, and that's from a great rabbi, doctor, psychiatrist, Abraham Twersky. And he says in his Haggadah that he wrote a commentary on, talking about the psychological impact that we are meant to create on ourselves and our families. And he says that we should imagine, we should put ourselves in the mind's eye of the original Hebrews who were to become the Jewish people 50 days after leaving Egypt and feel as though we left and see Moses and Aaron and Miriam leading us out, and we should see all the Kohanim, all the priests, we should see all the Egyptians chasing us and their chariots as we are walking through the desert to freedom after 210 years of slavery. We shouldn't just act it out, but we should feel it, put it into our psyche, and thereby it becomes part of our national memory. And that's one of the reasons why we're told to remember the exodus from Egypt. Not just to remember it, to act it, but to put it inside our minds as well. Wishing you all a beautiful, sweet, and enjoyable, delicious Pesach.